Thank you for choosing this resource by Creflo and Dollar. Our goal is to provide an understanding of God's grace and empower change. Now listen to the gospel taught with simplicity and understanding, and watch it change your life.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1. And tonight I want to talk to you about how to develop confidence in the finished works of Jesus Christ. And I'm not talking about just having confidence. I want to talk to you about how to develop it. I don't want to assume that you have confidence in what Jesus did. I don't want to assume you have confidence in healing, confidence in deliverance, confidence in prosperity. So what is a Christian to do when they examine their lives and find out that they really don't have confidence? They really don't trust God. I mean, it's real. You wouldn't dare say that amongst other believers, or you may not say that at church, but you maybe have come to the place of recognizing that a reason why a lot of things have not manifested in my life is because I don't appear to have the confidence that I thought I had in the finished works of Jesus. Or you have the confidence in the finished works of Jesus, but doubt knocks on the door. And the situations change and the stress shows up. And that's the very thing you're trying to stay away from, but it's going to come. You know, the Bible makes it very clear that the thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But Jesus said that I have come that you might have life and have it what? More abundantly. But there are going to be challenges to every promise that God has extended towards us. There is a strategy and a challenge from the devil to try to stop it from manifesting in your life. Satan has a strategy devised against us for everyday life. He wants to stop us from enjoying the manifestations of those finished works. And so he uses fear to do that. And the number one fear that the enemy wants to put in our lives is the fear and the wonder if this promise will ever come to pass in my life. And that's what we've got to settle. And I want to talk to you about what you need to begin to do, practical things to do in order to develop confidence, trust, and the things anytime you find yourself wavering, things I need to do to make sure I'm where I need to be, where my trust and my confidence is concerned. Everybody see where we're going tonight here? Let's start at verse 1. He says, "Let us therefore fear," or be cautious, be aware, and be diligent, lest the promise being left us of entering into his rest, that any of you should seem to come short of that promise of entering into his rest. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. For we which have believed do enter into the rest. So the people that believe are those who enter into rest. It's like, I believe that salvation is finished. Well, you enter into the rest on that. I believe that I'm already healed 2,000 years ago. Well, you enter into the rest on that. People who rest are those who believe. See, the evidence of belief is rest. And yet the people who will enter into rest are the people who believe. The people who will enter into the rest are the people who trust. The people who enter into rest are the people that rely. Well, believe, trust, and rely on what? They believe, trust, and rely on the finished works of Jesus, what Jesus has accomplished through his blood. So the Bible says, verse 3, "For we which have believed do enter into the rest. As he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundations of the world." Now in this series, one of the things we have discovered is this: the place of rest is the place of manifestation. The place of rest is the place of manifestation. The very first time rest was used in Genesis chapter 6 and 8, he said Noah found rest. And I told you that the name Noah, the name Noah means rest. And so rest found grace. That's the first time grace was used in Genesis chapter 6 and 8. And so you have to be at rest in order to find the grace that's needed to help you in a time of trouble. Most of the things that have been stopped from manifesting in our lives have been because somehow we entered into stress rather than rest. We entered into worry rather than rest. We entered into carrying the care rather than being still in the rest. And so it's just a real vital part of our lives as Christians that no matter what happens, we got to keep telling ourselves, enter into the rest. Don't stress out, enter into the rest. Don't worry, enter into the rest. On the way here, I needed a key.